Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than words can say, but seriously, I know I say that every video. I have to change it up, but I do appreciate you. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers and I have had very many people tell me that it could not happen this quickly. So I promise you that every time that I say I appreciate you more than words can say, I truly mean it. I'm just excited. I love doing this, so I'm excited, but let's get into it. Okay, so this video is making my palms sweat a little. Typically on my channel, I post about anti-MLM. I do venture off into other scams like BetterHelp and Olaplex and things like that from time to time, but the majority of my content at the moment is anti-MLM content. But today I'm speaking out on something and someone that has been a part of my life in some way for the past 3 years or so. This something's name is Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels and Funnel Hacking Live. And I know that I'm gonna lose some people over this, but that's why we need to talk about it. And when I laugh like that, it is because I am a little bit uncomfortable and nervous and unsure of what is going to come with whatever I am doing at that very moment. With all of that said, I just feel like this person and this company, I guess, or in my opinion, cult needs to be discussed. It needs to be discussed. There is some advantage being taken of people that I care about, including myself, and I'm sick and tired of seeing it. And I think that a lot of people are starting to see the light and see this whole situation for what it is. Anyway, in this video, you may have seen last week that I had made a post on YouTube. I also posted it on my Instagram and my Facebook, which I actually took off of Facebook because I've got a lot of people on my friends list who are still very much involved in the community of ClickFunnels and Funnel Hacking Live and all things Russell Brunson related. And I didn't want it to come off as though I was trying to damage any of those relationships. That is not my intention. My intention with speaking out about this is to bring light to the situation, to show what is truly going on behind the scenes of all of the coaching and all of the online business entrepreneurship that is now filtering into the MLM world, and it's starting to get gross. So all of that to say, last week I had posted about a birthday bash, is what it was called, that turned into a 5-hour pitch. Now, you may say anybody that knows this person knows that it is turning into a pitch. And while I agree with that, to pitch for 5 hours on your birthday seems very desperate and very gross. So let's get into it. Okay, so first, if you are not familiar with ClickFunnels, with Russell Brunson, with that whole ClickFunnels world, let me give you a brief overview. So you may have seen my video that I posted, I think it was a month or two ago, about Lady Boss becoming an MLM. He is the person behind turning Lady Boss into an MLM. He purchased Lady Boss from Kaylin Poulin and her husband and turned it into an MLM. He also is the co-founder and he was the CEO of ClickFunnels. He has stepped down from the CEO position and he's chairman now, but he did create this whole community inside of ClickFunnels called Funnel Hackers, and I never understood this. So from the time that I started my business, I was familiar with Russell Brunson and I never understood the hype of the community. Like I still don't understand it. I have tried to understand it. But I think with my experience within MLM and within the multi-level marketing community and just seeing all the things that went on for as long as I was inside of it, and then finally coming to the light and seeing all of the things that were wrong, I think that that's why I never really understood it. So what ClickFunnels is, it's a website platform. There's no other way to put that. It is a funnel builder. There is nothing super amazing about this. It's no longer groundbreaking. He started all kinds of business. He did actually spam people. He bought a list of people to send emails to and he was getting paid for it. And he got flagged for spam and he got in a little bit of trouble for that. So from there, he kept trying to build businesses and trying to build businesses. He had this potato gun that he sold, and he tells the story all the time, and he built a funnel. So what happened was they took the funnel and turned it into ClickFunnels. If you're not familiar with funnels, this is like if you go to, I don't know if you've ever experienced like a coaching website or something like that. You go and they have this one page of what they do, why you need it, basically a sales page. And then you can either purchase the thing, so put your credit card information and your name and what have you, or it's a freebie and they just collect your email and get you on their email list. So that is what a funnel is. So they built this software that you can use, and in my opinion, it is outrageously priced for a software. It's my opinion. You could do so much with WordPress and with Squarespace, and it doesn't cost you as much. I don't see the need to spend so much money on ClickFunnels, especially when right now it is still not even working to its full capacity. They launched ClickFunnels 2.0. And the reason I'm telling you all of this is that you have to have a little bit of a background to understand where we're going with this video. So 2.0 came out the end of 2022. It still does not work to its full capacity. People only have access to ClickFunnels 1.0 until I believe September. Whether or not ClickFunnels 2.0 is going to be working at its full capacity or not, it doesn't matter. They're going to lose access to that. At the same time, they are building this ClickFunnels AI and other things. They're working on Funnel Hacking Live and not fixing what is actually broken. So it's an issue. To me, this is starting to look very desperate. They're looking to grab as many people as they can. So all of that said, that gives you a brief background of what Russell does, what his company does, and what their whole thing is. So from this software that they built, they have also built in what my opinion is a cult-like following. The tactics are also a bit culty, but that is my opinion. So I believe it was in 2015 that Russell decided that they were going to host Funnel Hacking Live. So the followers of Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels call themselves they have a name for themselves, so that says a lot. They call themselves funnel hackers. It's such a cult. So these funnel hackers are entrepreneurs. Some of them are in network marketing and they use ClickFunnels for all of their things. Others are coaches, nutrition workers. It's a lot of coaches. There are relationship coaches, there are business coaches, there are health coaches, there are ADHD coaches, there are mom coaches. There are so many different coaches, and it's a lot of coaches in this particular community. There's also things like motivational speakers and things like that hang out in this community. You may have seen that Tony Robbins was at a few of their events. Also, Ed Milet, Jenna Kutcher speaks at a lot of their events. Just a lot of people in the self-help and motivational world are also seen within this community. So Russell realized that his community was starting to give themselves a name, the Funnel Hackers, and he thought it was so cool. So he decided to capitalize on it. He is a marketer. I'm not going to take that from him. He thinks in ways to make money. I just don't necessarily agree with all of the ways that he has decided to execute these ideas. So he decided to capitalize on it. He started a Funnel Hacking Live in, I believe, what was 2015 was the first one. And every year they have had this event. And last year I happened to be in Orlando around the same time that this was going on. And I witnessed things. It felt very much, very, very, very much like an MLM convention. I've been to 2 MLM conventions in my lifetime, and this just felt very similar. With that said, I have also been to different conventions for different jobs that I was in, and they didn't feel like this. They didn't feel cliquey, they didn't feel culty, they didn't feel scammy. I learned a lot of things. I I met a lot of people, and I know that a lot of people within the ClickFunnels community will definitely disagree with me and say that it's a great networking opportunity, but I would challenge that because of the quality of people that you are having the opportunity to network with. A lot of people within this community are out to scam people and make millions and get the ClickFunnel 2 comma award that they have and do all of the things. And then the other half are genuine people who have maybe gone through challenges in their life and they're making their business work, and they believe these other half of the people to be good. I wouldn't even say half. I'd say a quarter of the people are there for the right reasons in their mind. Like, they are really helping people. They are making strides in their business. And then the other 3/4 are the ones that are out to scam. They want the money. They see the dollar signs. These are the bro marketers. These are the I'm doing great, but when they turn off the camera, they are failing in a big way. And they are leading people on to believe that this is so possible. So anyway, after that, I sort of just started reevaluating everything and reevaluating if I wanted to follow those principles that he was teaching. I tried to use ClickFunnels 2.0 in my business. For those of you that don't know, I was doing one-on-one nutrition coaching. I'm a certified nutrition coach. But my other business that has been kicking for 3 years is YouTube strategy and management. So I was trying to use ClickFunnels for my website, and it was the most frustrating thing because nothing was ready to be launched. And it just it seemed like one thing after another with ClickFunnels and the community in Russel Brunson. So ever since then, I've just been a little when you take a step back and you just kind of look and you're like, wow, there's a lot I haven't been seeing. So that's what that moment was for me. I've continued to follow him just to kind of see what's going on in the business world. And, I'm a little nosy. So I've continued to follow him. I stayed on his email list, and 2 weeks ago, he started sending emails about his birthday. He was going to do a birthday bash. And so the first email said, "Hey, it's Russell. I sent this email out earlier, but I wanted to send it to you too, in case you're not on my personal contact list." So right off the bat, he's making you feel really special. So forgive me if you're seeing this twice. Ha ha. You can read the original email below. So he made it sound like it was this super personal invite. So it goes on and it says, "So next Wednesday is my birthday and I'm turning 43 years old, even though you might guess I'm barely old enough to have a driver's license." Ha, so funny. Anyway, if you know me, you'll know 2 things. I'm not going to celebrate something like this quietly. Nope. I called up my team a couple days ago and said, drop everything you're doing. We're putting on a birthday bash next Wednesday, and I want to invite as many people as I can fit into a virtual room. So they got to work, and whoa, you're not going to believe what we have planned for you, which leads me to point 2. I'm going to give you every reason in the world to show up and party with me. It would not be a Russell party without gifts, but not for me, for you. That's right. Because I want this to be my biggest birthday bash ever. I'm actually going to give you 3 huge gifts just for coming to celebrate with me. Want to see what they are? Then head to the link below and check it out and let me know you're in. I'm still shocked we secured gift number 1, actually. Here's your invitation to join my birthday bash, where I'll reveal 3 gifts that'll transform your business, life, and income. See you there, Russell Brunson. So this is what I don't like. This email would seem to be an email that leads you to believe you're just going to go and hang out, and maybe there's going to be some speakers. Maybe there's going to be something we'll learn. This will be cool, right? No, that is not at all how it went. So the call started. They brought out Russell Brunson. He gave a speech and immediately went into a pitch. And from there, it just continued the pitch. It was a domino effect for 5 hours. 5 hours, okay? I only stayed on the Zoom for 3.5 hours. I was working while I was on this Zoom as well. So I was doing stuff. It was just playing in the background. But I saw all of the speakers that were brought out, and they were supposedly a surprise, and he was acting like he didn't want to be talked about. I find that hard to believe. I think that's an act, in my opinion. But that's just because I've seen so much in my life that I'm very skeptical of a lot of things. He came out, he gave the speech, pitch number 1. So that all happened. And now I'm going to show clips from this party, but I'm not going to bore you with the entire 4.5 hours. But there are some things that I wanted to highlight and show clips of. So he came out, and this is like an overview of what he said. I'm not putting, again, I'm cutting the video. It's going to be chopped up. I'm not cutting any of the context out that you actually need to understand what was going on and inform your own opinion. But it's just entirely too long, and there's so much fluff in it that you would not want to watch this whole thing. Okay, so he comes out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my birthday party. I'm so excited to have you guys here. We were like talking about my birthday this year, like, oh, I should take the day off and go to the spa and get massages. And I was like, or we could throw a huge event, get a bunch of people come on live, and we hang out together and have some fun. And so my wife took me out of town the last 2 days. I got my massage then, and I'm here ready to rock and roll and hang out with you guys. So a couple things I want to do is, obviously today I'm turning 43, which is crazy to me. I remember when I first got into this whole internet marketing industry, I was like the young kid that came in. I was like 21, 22 years old. I was playing around. I was having a little success here and there. And everyone kept saying, you're the young guy, you're the young guy, you're the young guy. And now I've been doing this for over 20 years, which is crazy to me. I've been in this market, this industry, helping and serving entrepreneurs and talking and teaching and trying to write books and create software and all the things we can do to help serve entrepreneurs. And honestly, that's what a lot of today's going to be about, is different ways we can serve you guys. For my birthday, we want to give you guys a bunch of gifts and things to help you be more successful. Now, obviously, pretty transparent with everything I do with you guys, right? Who wants to know the whole real evil motivation why I'm here today? Outside of I want to hang out with all you guys. Who wants evil motivation? Okay. In full transparency, the reason why I want to do this big fun event is twofold. Number one is because obviously it's my birthday and it'd be fun to hang out with you guys and do something cool. Number two is in 7 months from now, it's somebody else's birthday. And the person is actually way cooler than me because this person is actually a person. In 7 months from now, ClickFunnels is going to be celebrating its 9th birthday. 9 years that ClickFunnels has been around, which is crazy to me. I remember when Tony Robbins used to say that most people will underestimate what they can, or they'll overestimate what they can do in a year, and they'll underestimate what they can do in a decade. How you guys have heard him say that before, right? And I think for me, year by year, like, oh, we're trying to do all these things, and you underestimate what's possible. But in a decade, you overestimate what you can do in a year, but you underestimate a decade. And like ClickFunnels is not even a decade old yet. We're 9 years in, and I look at what's been happening and the movement that's been created, the people's lives have been changed. Like, it is amazing. I think right now we're like 2,200 some odd number of people won 2 Comma Award, like 200 or 300 won 2 Comma Club X, another huge handful won 2 Comma Club C awards. Like, we've seen the people's lives been transformed. We've seen how many jobs have been created because of ClickFunnels. We've seen how many people's lives, like, it is amazing. I think we're processing through ClickFunnels $2 billion a year in transactions. And that's been happening now for X amount of, almost 9 years now. Like, it's crazy when you look at like what's happened because of ClickFunnels in the last less than a decade, which is really, really cool. And so in 7 months from now, ClickFunnels is celebrating its 9th birthday. And some of you guys know, for our ClickFunnels birthday party, we have an event every single year. And the event is called Funnel Hacking Live. And I'm curious, how many guys who are watching have been to Funnel Hacking Live before in the past? Yeah. Sweet. A lot of you guys have been there. So 7 months from now, we have the next Funnel Hacking Live, the 9th Funnel Hacking Live, which is going to be happening in Orlando. It's going to be amazing. And so one of my evil motivations to get you guys come here is I'm going to talk about Funnel Hacking Live. So you can be here. This birthday is kind of fun hanging out virtually, but I want you guys to be celebrating with me in Orlando in September at Funnel Hacking Live for ClickFunnels' 9th birthday.
So he says in the beginning, within the first 10 minutes of him coming out, his evil motivation was because of Funnel Hacking Live. It's actually not a birthday bash at all. It was all to sell Funnel Hacking Live. Everything came back to buy a ticket for Funnel Hacking Live. There was no birthday aspect other than them saying, happy birthday, Russell's great. So I'm somebody who likes transparency. If you are going to be pitching to me for 5 hours, please tell me that this is not a birthday bash and tell me that it is something else, some kind of big announcement, something like that. Then I'm going to know, okay, this is a pitch. Maybe I don't want to spend my time on this. But When you pitch it as a birthday celebration, more people are going to come, and he knows that, and it's gross. My main point right now is that there are not enough people talking about this. I have only found maybe one or two other people speaking out about Russell Brunson. I will link those below because the videos that I watched are very spot on and very like, oh yeah, I see that too. But there are not enough people talking about this. And so basically what I want to do is point out some behaviors that are considered to be cult behaviors from the bite model from Stephen Hassan, just so that we can start bringing awareness around this type of behavior being outside of the MLM as well. And outside of religion as well. That's my main goal with where we're going. But I know that there are going to be a good deal of people who are going to disagree and be angry that I am even posting this video. So I want to make sure that I point out what I'm trying to talk about and why it is in line with the things that I'm against and the things that a lot of people are against, and why I also think that a lot of things need to change with online businesses and coaching businesses and things of all of that nature. I pulled up the bite model. Now let's talk about some things that we've already seen. The first thing that I'm going to point out is under B, which is behavioral control. And this would be displayed as major time spent with group indoctrination in rituals and or self-indoctrination, including the internet. And I know this is optional. I know that Funnel Hacking Live and this birthday bash are all optional, right? So is everything else when you live in America. This is a free country. But these types of people will lead you to believe that you have to be here by using FOMO, by using fear of missing out. So I see this happening with Funnel Hacking Live. It is a week-long event, and you spend the whole time with people who are in the community and in Funnel Hacking Live, and you spend time hearing the stories and all of that to keep you there longer. You also spend 5 hours at a virtual birthday bash listening to Russell pitch you to why you should go to that week-long event and spend all of that time with all of those people having the same thoughts. Get where I'm going there? Okay, so another thing from behavioral control is rewards. This one is rewards and punishments used to modify behaviors, both positive and negative. So obviously there's not punishments, but there are rewards. There are rewards for making $1 million or more in your business. You get a plaque and you're part of the 2 Comma Club. There's some other rewards that you get where you get a plaque and your name. Like apparently he has all of these plaques in his office as well. So you get recognition from the leader of ClickFunnels. Now we'll talk about what we've seen already from the I, the information control. Deception, deliberately withholding information that this was going to be a pitch. While yes, if you are familiar with this human and you've been within this community in some way, you might already have the idea that he is going to pitch to you. If you are newer to this community, you are thinking that you are special and he has just invited you to his virtual birthday bash. And this is going to be so cool. You don't have any idea that he's going to sell you anything because he hasn't told you in the invitation. That is deception, deliberately withholding information to get you to come and be sold to. So that's what we've talked about thus far, but there are more things from the bite model that he will display as we discuss the rest of this birthday bash and the Funnel Hacking Live and Funnel Hackers community.
Throughout this, I'm going to entertain you. I'm going to train you. I'm going to give you gifts, presents, prizes, a whole bunch of stuff. And hopefully by the time this day is over, you will be like, I need to be at the next birthday party. Because if this is what Russell did for free for us, can you imagine what's going to happen at Funnel Hacking Live, number 9 in Orlando. And so that's kind of the game plan. So there's the evil motivation. It's out of the way. Now we can get to have some fun. You guys cool with that?
It's out of the way, but he literally spends the whole time re-promoting ticket sales. It's not out of the way. That's all this was for. Let's move on to something else that happened during the birthday party. We are going to look at the after video of Funnel Hacking Live from last year, 2022. And I want to point out some things during this video. It's basically a promotional video to get ticket sales. So let's see.
Nobody has seen this video yet. This is kind of the grand opening of this year's after movie to show you guys what happens at Funnel Hacking Live. If you've never been at Funnel Hacking Live, I want you to kind of watch this, experience it, and imagine you're sitting in the room watching this unfold. So with that said, let's cue up the after movie from Funnel Hacking Live 2022.
There are so many people walking around who don't know that they can change the world.
You were born to do something great with your life. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have painful experiences, but all pain is temporary. And if you can survive it, you will meet another version of yourself.
I was just numb. We were racking up credit cards.
It opened with Ed Mylett. If you're unfamiliar with Ed Mylett, he is a motivational speaker. At this point in time, all motivational speakers right now are controversial. So Ed Mylett is a motivational speaker. He was at the event last year. Apparently he made everybody cry. Now, I will say about these motivational speakers that they have, most of them have the same motivational speaking somewhere on YouTube that you can go and watch for free instead of spending $1,000 just to get in the doors. And that's not your flight, your hotel, your rental car, whatever else you need during this trip. So see what else happens during this after movie so we can discuss more.
We stopped paying for our house. We literally were selling furniture out of our home.
I felt trapped and exhausted by my life, and I couldn't see a way out.
I felt like a shell of who I was made to be.
In life, you are most capable of helping the person you used to be. If you used to be broke, you can help broke people. If you used to be broken, you can help broken people.
It starts with you. You hear the call. You feel it. It's beating, it's pulsing. I'm made for something more.
We get scared.
And then fear hits us.
The little voices in the back of our head.
I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. The driven say, no, I'm going to do it. The driven are you guys here today.
More people are finding their breaking point and waking up.
Whew! That was just a short period of time, and there's quite a bit to unpack. First, we start out with the rags to riches stories. We stopped paying for our house. We had tons of credit card debt. That is not something you should promote for people to keep going. The majority of the people who are in that place trying to make a business work are not going to have the success stories of the people who are on this stage. But this is where they get you to continue to come to Funnel Hacking Live and take part in all of the other things and join his inner circle coaching and buy the ClickFunnels membership. It's not just a website for these people. Like, it is a whole community / cult, in my opinion, of people who may be scraping the bottom of the barrel, thinking that because ClickFunnels is within their reach, they're going to make it. So they're just going to keep shelling out the money. It's very, very similar to the MLM culture and the way that they keep people inside of MLMs. Now, moving on from there, where we just heard you can help whoever you were in the past. That is false. If you were broken and you're not anymore, it does not automatically make you a counselor or a therapist. This is where I get so frustrated with coaching, because to help people to that extent, there's a lot of other work that goes into it that only therapists and counselors can help you navigate. I've been through tough situations financially, mentally, physically. Can't coach other people on getting through those same things. Everybody's different. Everybody has different mental health, mental states. You can't just automatically be like, I went through a divorce, so I can coach anybody who's going through a divorce. I went through a divorce and successfully got remarried, so I can coach anybody who's going through a divorce. That's not how life works. And it feels like the permission is being given to these people to go out and do these things when they come to Funnel Hacking Live, because again, a lot of people within that community are coaches in some way. It gives them the permission to go out and keep doing these things. And the fact that none of it is really regulated in the United States right now. That doesn't help the situation at all. Okay, let's see what else happens during this video.
I have a calling. Yesterday I realized I have to do this.
There's a soul here at ClickFunnels.
I felt like I had gone through the wardrobe of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I was just like, what is this magical place that makes billionaires?
It doesn't make billionaires, actually. It may make a handful of billionaires, but what's not being talked about is the money spent on all of the other things. The money spent on the coaching to get that person there. The money spent on the strategists to get that person there. The money spent on all of the things, all of the advertising, all of the things. How much is profit? How much are these people profiting? There are so many people that when the camera is off, they are struggling beyond belief. And that is what's not being talked about. And I am so sick and tired of seeing all of this pushed on people when so many people are struggling and thinking that it's possible. Like one day they're gonna wake up and they're gonna have a $10,000 launch month and everything's gonna be fine. That is not the way it's going to work, unfortunately. And that's the way that this video makes it seem like come to Funnel Hacking Live and everything's going to change. So let's keep watching.
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
My best-selling framework.
Start out closing if you're going to end up closing.
82% of customers trust influencers.
This better blow your mind and allow you to predict the future. People need aliveness and meaning again.
Who do you want to become? What do you want to felt and experience in this one precious life?
You wouldn't be able to tell, but I ran the New York Marathon when I was 19. Life happened and my mom passed away. And one of my daughters had a traumatic brain injury, wasn't expected to live.
When you meet somebody that continues to push through adversity, that is the definition of an entrepreneur. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sponsor you through this journey because everybody deserves an opportunity. What you do with it is up to you.
Okay. I wanted to stop there because when I talked about earlier, when you go to these events and you see the people that are there, the 1/4 of people are there for the right reasons, are there because they truly believe that this is going to help them. And the rest of the people are the ones who are pulling the money from those same types of people. In my opinion, this woman is very, very, very vulnerable. She's been through a really hard time. She's been through a lot of really hard times, just from the small snippet of what I've heard. And it's devastating. And I feel, in my opinion, I feel like they used her as a potential success story because she's getting ClickFunnels paid for her. And now she can build her business, which is amazing. That's so amazing. And I'm happy for her. And I hope that she was able to turn it around and make something of it. I don't know her personally. I don't know what her business is. But I think that they use this scenario and these types of things for the other people that are there for her same reason, to be like, there is hope and I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep spending the money. Okay, but let's finish this video out.
People feel a sense of belonging here.
Feels like home. So encouraging, because if they can do it, so can I.
Russell has a way of teaching that makes success faster.
In my opinion, he's the best marketer who ever lived.
Amplify every campaign you do.
If you've been thinking there has to be a better way to do this than what you're being told, I'm here to tell you you're right.
People might say you're too young or you're too old or your body's not right or you didn't go to the right school. Then one day, they're telling people how they met you.
Your family's gonna be blessed. Your legacy's gonna be blessed. Movements are about to be birthed.
My story hopefully gave women permission.
You do not have to be great to get started, but you have got to start if you ever want to be great.
Okay, so that was the whole like highlight reel from 2022. It left me feeling a little gross now that I have taken the step to observe more instead of diving in more. It's very similar to MLM conferences and not at all similar to any of the conferences that I went to during my other 9-to-5s. You get the training and the things. It's not like motivational speaking. There might be an aspect of that, but when I was at these different conferences, there was never those things. It's tangible things that you can take with you and use in your profession. And in my opinion, Funnel Hacking Live and MLM conventions are things that you go to hype you up and keep you in it so that they don't lose you from the community / cult, in my opinion. Most of his speakers, including this event, are men. There were 2 women and then the rest were men, maybe 5 or 6. I don't remember exactly. And all of this world is very bro marketing. It's very yucky. It will likely leave you with a gross taste in your mouth. That's where I'm going to leave it at this point. If you would like to hear more about this whole community and hear, like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more to cover. If you like this type of topic, let me know in the comments. Give this video a like so that I know and I can start mixing it in more with my anti-MLM content. But yeah, don't fall for this. Please, for the love of everything, don't fall for this type of marketing. It's gross and likely you're going to get scammed out of a lot of money. There is a small percentage of people that will succeed in the way that they promote success. So don't fall for that. And I really just wanted to bring more light to this because I think that it needs to be regulated more. It's appalling that it's not regulated at all right now. Like the virtual business, the coaching, nothing is regulated. And I think that our next step as advocates for consumerism would be to tackle this space. Got some work to do. So on that note, I'm going to leave you with this video here because if you liked this one, I think you will like that one too. Make sure you subscribe. Again, I'm working so hard to reach that 1,000 subscribers, so I will so appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video.